Whether or not they know it, this company is in for a costly and unnecessary legal battle. They should have contacted MAKROSAFE to ensure their compliance with the Health and Safety Act. Every day, millions of people in this country go to work. They work in offices and factories, hospitals and mines. By getting up and going to work, we all take health and safety risks on a daily basis. Of course, we do not take these risks alone. As an employer, you share those risks with your staff the moment they walk through your door. Current statistics are pretty clear. There are many companies that do not take responsibility. Mainly, it's because they do not know what it takes to be legally compliant. The purpose of this presentation is to show how MAKROSAFE can help you achieve and maintain legal health and safety regulations.
We're a large company printing newspapers, high volume, and we have some very heavy equipment in the plant in Johannesburg. So we are particularly keen on health and safety for both our employees, for their benefit, and also from a compliance point of view to make sure that we comply with the OSHA Act. We've always had a health and safety program, but these days it's got very onerous to make sure that we comply with all the rules and regulations that have been introduced, quite rightly so. So we decided that we needed professional help.
As adults, it is generally accepted that we won't deliberately hurt ourselves. In turn, our bosses assume that we don't need to be told to avoid starting fires or run with scissors. Why then all this fuss about health and safety? Surely it only applies to people who work in really dangerous jobs like road maintenance or industrial factories or mining, right? Wrong. According to the law of averages, injuries can happen just as quickly in an ordinary office as anywhere else. Alright then, so Susan kicks a filing cabinet and breaks her foot. Surely that's Susan's fault. Not necessarily. This is where the question of corporate accountability comes in. In other words, when a staff member injures himself on duty, who is held responsible? The answer may surprise you. According to the Health and Safety Act, the responsibility lies with the employer and employee equally. However, it is important to note that if an injury occurs at work and the company did not comply with health and safety regulations at that time, the legal repercussions for the employer will not be favorable. In addition, the company may end up in departmental and civil legal battles. This is a potential problem that many companies are sitting with right now.
You know, before the MAKROSAFE days, we thought that we were quite compliant. We were very fortunate in that we didn't have too many incidents, and but we kind of knew and understood that we, although we have a very good record, that we might not be compliant as per the requirements as laid down by the Health and Safety Act. So we did a bit of research and we decided then to go with a company that could lead us through the laborious process of getting all the paperwork in order, not just so that we're not just compliant in the factory and in our production processes, but also in terms of what the law expects us to be.
There are companies that offer emergency training or administration, or even regular reporting. You could approach a legal firm to help you with the legal aspects, and you would certainly need to look at dedicating some staff to health and safety committees. That's not even scratching the surface. Your IT department would need to produce some kind of tracking and reporting system. With all that said, you may end up adding more problems than solving any. Trying to organize all these various aspects and tie them together would once again require staff that have nothing else to do with their time. it hardly seems like an effective way to operate. MAKROSAFE is a complete full-solution health and safety service company. This is a company that covers everything from structures, emergency training, on-site incidents and legal considerations through to certifications, committees and reporting systems. By providing various service packages based on a detailed analysis of your needs, MAKROSAFE makes sure that you only get what your company needs. And that's not all. The Health and Safety Program is a full online resource that can be accessed and logged onto 24 hours a day. At any given time, there are over 300 resources available for staff to download and apply. MAKROSAFE has thought of everything, including hygiene, electrical checks, first aid training and resources, safe operating procedures, and the legal implications of employing third-party contractors. For those who are concerned that their staff may struggle with any aspects of the program once implemented, MAKROSAFE provides thorough training. Available courses include OHS Act for Management, Health and Safety Representatives, Accident and Incident Investigation, Basic Firefighting, and First Aid Level 1. For any safety concerns you may have, MAKROSAFE has a comprehensive scope of issues addressed in their health and environmental program. Hazards and risk controls, policies, structures and responsibilities, health and safety committees, emergency preparedness, training, incidents, IODs, inspections and surveys, contractors, hazardous chemical substances, and certificates and compliance. What is needed in a large company, and very often even small ones, is a full administration of all the various components that make up health and safety.
We've been using MAKROSAFE as a support company for a number of years now. They have helped us through the minefield, quite frankly, and that's what it is, a minefield of rules and regulations. And they've also helped us to improve the working conditions and the benefits of run-through into our staff, which is of particular importance.
So it's quite simple. Merely contact the professionals and let them deal with the ever-changing issues of health and safety compliance. MAKROSAFE does not merely look at your day-to-day health and safety concerns. They are a fully fledged outsourced health and safety department. Log on to www.makrosafe.co.za or call one of our operators at 0861 444 777 for a consultation. We would be happy to explain the full extent of our MAKROSAFE program and all aspects around our service delivery agreement.
The general experience with MAKROSAFE is, I think we are at a stage where we look at MAKROSAFE as part and parcel of the group. There are many things that get escalated either from our side or a challenge and stuff like that. You know that simply by making a phone call to MAKROSAFE and their guys, they will do the footwork in terms of everything as the liaison with the regulatory bodies. They follow up in terms of incidents and all those kind of things. So these are things that we never really have to go deep down and try and follow up and stuff like that. We always know that with MAKROSAFE, monitoring of the accident, running the accident stats for the group, nothing's going to fall through the cracks. And with that, and I mean, in the last year only, if you look at the discount that we got from the workmen's compensation, a huge amount, and I think credit to MAKROSAFE in what they do for us. The follow-up, ensuring that all accidents are reported in time and all the necessary documents have been completed. Yes, an asset to us, a supplier, but part of the family.